Chapter 9. People in business suits and white zip-up hazmat gear moved in and out of my house. I couldn't get anywhere close to my own driveway, so I parked down the street and walked up. A policeman stopped me at a barricade. "I live here," I told him. He told me to wait while he radioed it in. I felt a bead of sweat roll down the center of my back. My pulse quickened and my breath came short. If you'd hooked me up to a lie detector right then, I couldn't even have said my name was Cameron Smith without the needle jiggling all over the place. I felt like a criminal, and I hadn't even done anything. Across the street, the Estella kids stared at me from their driveway. 2 government agents in suits came out. They asked me to unzip my gym bag and my book bag so they could look inside with flashlights. "What's going on?" I demanded, but they didn't answer. Why wouldn't anybody tell me anything? Why did I have to be searched before I could even go inside my own house? When they were sure my American history textbook wasn't a bomb, the 2 agents walked me inside. Mom and Dad stood in the living room talking to 2 more agents in suits while the astronaut-looking hazmat people took apart the kitchen. "What's going on?" I asked again. "They're searching the house," Dad told me. "For what?" I looked down the hall. There were hazmat guys in my room, going through my stuff. "Wait, you can't do that," I said, heading down the hall. An armed policeman stopped me and corralled me back with my parents. "I assure you we can," said one of the agents. She was a large white woman in a gray skirt and jacket. Her partner, an African-American guy in an almost matching gray suit, showed me his DHS badge. "We're from the Department of Homeland Security," the woman said. "Yeah, I saw your tank parked on the lawn." "Come run," Mom said. "What? It's like Operation New Dawn out there," I said. "What do you know about Operation New Dawn?" the male agent asked me. "I know my brother Darius was taking part in it as a U.S. Army Ranger until he was captured and brainwashed by Al-Qaeda." "Cameron, don't," Dad said. "Dad, they're taking our house apart like we're terrorists. We're American citizens." "We've been authorized to conduct a search of these premises," the woman said. "A similar search has already been conducted at your brother's apartment near Fort Benning. We'll be wanting to talk to each of you individually at first and then together." "Darius isn't a terrorist!" I yelled. All the hazmat people stopped and turned to look at me, but nobody said a word. It was creepy. I took a step back. "I'm telling you, he's not." "Cameron, don't make this worse than it already is," Dad said. "Worse? Worse? How could it be worse?" "Cameron, just do what your father says and have a seat on the couch," said the woman. "I don't want to sit on the couch," I said. "It wasn't a suggestion," the woman told me. I clenched my teeth, my face hot. Who was this stranger to tell me what to do? Mom put a hand on my arm. "Come on, sit with me." Mom had always been able to calm me down when I got like this, when I wanted to argue and fight. I let her pull me to the couch, and the woman from the DHS went away. The guards in black SWAT uniforms stayed. I watched as a DHS agent went through our DVDs in the living room, like there might be something hidden inside the Iron Man case. Down the hall, I heard somebody taking the lid off the toilet in the bathroom I'd once shared with Darius. My stomach clenched, and I fought the urge to yell again. This wasn't fair. None of it. Mom and Dad and I hadn't done anything wrong, and we were just supposed to sit here and take it like I was supposed to just take the stares of my fellow students, the betrayals of my friends. I shook with rage. I hated the DHS. I hated the press. I hated the people at the mall, the kids at school. I hated my mom and dad for sitting by. I hated Adam and Julia for turning on me. I hated Darius for doing this to me. Darius. All the tension went out of my arms and legs, like when you get off a roller coaster and can't walk right for the next few minutes. It was true. I hated Darius. It was Darius's fault all this was happening. It was Darius's fault my life was ruined. The agents came back over to where Mom, Dad, and I were sitting, and they questioned us. Had Darius ever expressed anger at the United States government? Had he ever expressed sympathy toward Al-Qaeda? Had he shown unusual interest in Sunni Islam? In Sharia law? Who were his friends, his acquaintances? Had we heard from him in the last few weeks? Letters, phone calls, emails? Mom and Dad answered most of the questions, but when the agents looked to me, I answered robotically, keeping my anger at Darius buried deep inside. When it was clear they weren't going to get anything else from us, everyone departed, leaving behind more TV camera crews and an overturned house. Mom and Dad went to work silently cleaning up the living room and kitchen. I went down the hall to see what they'd done to my room.